think everything's set up. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Today, we are going to be playing on one of my friend's servers and building up a biome. So, for clarification, hello, remarkable plant. Hello, ant. For clarification, we are not playing on the world that you've previously seen me stream. We are going to be playing specifically on something I've been working on for the past... Has it only been a week? I don't know, I feel like I've done so much that it's felt longer than a week. It's probably been about a week or two. So, very new server. What is build test? Build test? Guess I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Okay. So, for just like straight out of the gate, some of the stuff you see on here is going to look very familiar. Some of the stuff on here is like has a tutorial associated with it. Like this one, I found a picture on Pinterest and I did my best to replicate it but make it slightly longer. My friend's currently following a tutorial for the house. Some of the stuff is unique, some of the stuff is not. We're just here to have fun. It's not meant to be anything super serious. But the thing that I am actually coming up with and building and spending my creative energy on is this. Doesn't look like a lot right now because I did not have a lot of saplings to get it started, but essentially the idea is to have a longer beach area go up into a almost... It's kind of inspired by the California coastline. Kind of. We're essentially building our own biome here, so I also messed around with like the stream, just stuff like that. What is the world? This world is something that me and my friends are working on. So it's just something that we started because, hey, new update came out. We can do something fun with this. Yes, cool bridge. And how was my trip? Technically, I'm still on it. It's specifically a work trip. And the reason why we're doing a stream today is because I'm the only one in the house. So I won't bug my cousin, who I'm staying with at the moment. So technically, I'm still on the trip. I should be back to my normal place of residence sometime in September, probably. Yeah. So streams might be infrequent unless I get the go-ahead from my cousin that, hey, it's okay if you stream while I'm here. I can give you a slight tour of the rest of the things that we've got going on. So, here's the mine entrance. It used to be a very classic 2x1 hole going into the mountain. This was the original path. And now it is wide, tall, and we have a stone quarry. Don't worry about the buttons. And down here, going down here, there is a iron farm. It is not the world's most efficient iron farm, but it's suitable enough for our needs, which is being able to decorate stuff with iron. You don't think about how expensive iron is until you start building 20 lanterns, and then you question your life decisions. Iron. Alright, and then the last thing, the most notable thing one of the last things of note to share, is the farm. So this used to be in the area over there, but since the goal today is to build up biome, I needed them moved. So this is what I spent my time the last couple days working on. We've got an indoor area to keep the cows, and then the sheep and the chickens roam free. If you're wondering why the sheep and the chickens get outdoor privileges but not the cows, it's just because they have different feeding requirements, so if I need to move them at all, I can. And this is what this area is for, if I need them in a smaller space. chicken or an old chicken? I think that chicken's been there. Okay. So, ideally, I think we should have enough materials to at least get a good chunk of the build going. Ideally, because you can see where I had to stop. This was where the animals used to be. Like, I ran right into the cow pen, which was right here. So now that we have that fixed, we can get going with that. At some point, I'm gonna tear down this building and build something that's a little bit more functional, and then also utilizes the boats. Okay. So we'll sleep here and start expanding. We don't need to type anything. We're the only ones here. I had to move the cat. The cat's not technically mine, so I kind of kicked him around like a football, but he needed to be moved. Anyway, now that you have an introduction into the world and what I'm working on, at least a little bit, how's everyone's days been going? Hopefully they've been good. Kind of sad if they weren't, but that's okay sometimes. Not every day can be exciting. It's okay to have a bad day. My day's been going pretty good. I had some tasty food. Got some work done. I watched another episode of Blue Eye Samurai. No, it's been a bit since that show's been released, but I am just now getting to it, and it is very fun. So concerned about revenge. Slightly concerned about the social acceptance of revenge in old period Japan. They have a lot of focus on honor, which is good to an extent, but like all things, it can be taken to its extreme. Since this is a friend server, is there any chance of them joining, assuming your schedules allow it? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Danny might hop on later, but I'm not sure if she would want to join a stream. She might just chill in the background and we can coexist silently. But she's also very busy, and I don't know if she has a free day. It is during the week, and depending on how her day's been going, or if she has work at night, because her job likes to switch her schedule on her, we might not see her. Probably won't. They were in fact informed though that I was going to be streaming on the server. Finally saw a street of crocodiles. I realized why I refuse to watch movies on my watch list. What do you mean? Why do you have movies on your watch list that you don't want to watch? That seems very silly, Bill. Also, hello, Bill. Welcome to the stream. I am kind of sad, though, that we're covering up some of the podzol over here, but I do want the height. And the trees will summon the podzol, so it's not necessarily needed. It just would be nice to keep it. This also used to be like a tree farm area, but it was like some of those monster trees. They did not look nice. We'll be remaking those guys. I think I'm gonna need to grab some torches. We do not want a spider farm underneath her feet. That would not be enjoyable. Also, I don't know if you guys realized or not, but they have new maps and paintings in the game. And I think they added this last year, and I just didn't realize, but oh, they're so pretty. And they brought back the original artist to make them. He made like 15 of the 20 new paintings. It's great. One of these days, I'll know exactly what I want, and I won't have to search every chest for them. It's all organized. Don't worry. We're organized here. It's just I forget what's in which is funny because I was the one who set it up. Oh, perfect! That was a perfect amount of torches. I win. I win. Remarkable. I don't know what to tell you. You could delay the stream slightly and watch on a delay, so it gives time for your computer to load the stream. As far as I'm aware, the stream health is quite good. So I don't think it's quite on my end. How do I get stream XP? I don't know. I think that is a very recent thing they added, and I am not quite concerned about it. I'm just here to have fun, talk with you guys, and get some motivation to work on some of my projects. That's why sometimes you don't get to vote on what we're doing for stream. Because I have a project I need to work on, and I need a little bit of motivation to do so. My original watch list was supposed to be movies mentioned more than they're watched. Being good or even understandable has never been a requirement. Oh my goodness. Bill, that is so chaotic. I mean, I love that for you, but that's so chaotic. Also, I feel like we're gonna run out of... Yeah, we're gonna run out of dirt real fast. So fast. This area will not have the pleasure of being full. It will be hollow, like those disappointing chocolate rabbits. You think it's full chocolate, and it's not. It's hollow on the inside. Because why would they give you a full pound of chocolate? That's irresponsible, really. Lag has something to do with the fact that I live in the middle of nowhere. That might have something to do with it. You never know. Might be the Wi-Fi fairy stealing your Wi-Fi. The only issue with having the torches in my offhand is running out of dirt. No spiders for me, no thank you. Not desired, not wanted. Well, maybe kind of want it. My friend likes scaffolding. She keeps falling off the building she's building. Hello! Anne, I think you're a little behind. We've been streaming for like a good, I don't know, 13 minutes? Why are you welcoming me to the stream? Quite honestly, I think something's messed up with my settings for the FUV. I mean, my FUV is at 89. I think my arms are slightly messed up from the shaders I'm using. It's funny too, if I walk into something, the objects actually have interaction with other things, like if I go over to this wall. Or normally, this would have no interaction. Mining is the worst, I swear. But don't worry, we have an iron farm. We don't have to deal with that. And which is good, because we're gonna have to mine dirt later. Because guess what? I'm not gonna have enough dirt. for all that I plan on doing. Scaffolding is pretty good. My only sadness for scaffolding is the fact that you can't go down with it. At least, as far as I'm aware, you can't go down with it. Okay. For dirt, I think we could lower down the level. You can hear my keyboard, that means I'm working really hard. And also that I have a QWERTY keyboard. You guys are curious about the other projects I've worked on, because I'm still working on Don't Look, don't worry. Still working on that. That will eventually be posted. We'll get there. Eventually. I'm almost actually finished with the coloring. I'm going to be compositing it soon, which should be fun. Might take me a little bit, because I haven't done extreme compositing. I've done a little bit. It might be a little bit more involved than normal. I want to use it to add shading and lighting effects, not just piecing things together. There's Procreate Dreams. I'm out of dirt! Ah! Okay. There might be more dirt in the basement. No, I mean like placing scaffolding underneath other scaffolding. Because I know you can go down in scaffolding by pressing shift. That's not the issue. The issue is then taking that and going down. Like if you're up and you want to go down, you can't. I think the baby chicken grew up. How are you doing down there? I see you were cooking the eggs for me. That's nice. Get you a chicken that will make you breakfast. There we go. More dirt. What more could I ask for? Somehow I still think we're gonna need to go on a dirt adventure. You can see where I've been mining it. It's kind of cursed. I have a very sweet kitten, and this is due to the fact that I accidentally spilled sugar on her while making tea. Intriguing. It's almost like your kitten's a Powerpuff Girl. What powers does your kitten hold besides being super sweet? Dirt. Exactly. Exactly. This is what we were looking for, people. Okay. Actually, a podzol does not spread, it just be how it is. Don't worry, the trees will take care of it. It'll become podzol again quite soon. I need to grab the sand as well. I think that's looking pretty natural. I intend for this to be very flat, so we're not changing that. Okay, cool. I think we're done with this section of raising, so now we can add the trees. I have a lot of trees. No, come back here. You're not done. I'm not finished with you yet. Oh, if you're wondering about this, I cracked an egg outside of the chicken farm, and I didn't put him in, so he was kind of just living and existing in the area, and it was really nice. He just street chicken, sure. And then, I don't know, my friend Danny was feeling a little murderous, so then murdered chicken, denied it, and when I came over here to check on the chicken, there was his remains on the ground. Didn't even pick up the evidence. Didn't even try. Inventory was full, she said. Okay, so another thing I want to try, see if I can get some taller trees, because I really need some taller trees in here. So, last time I did this, it didn't work so well, but I'm hoping this time will go better. I should have filled up my bucket. That would have been helpful. See, if I break that, then we're gonna have an issue. That's okay. We're still gonna have an issue if I break that. Okay. Maybe I should have just dropped. I would have been fine. It would have been fine. Okay. You're gonna grow, you're gonna be tall, and we're gonna have a nice, tall, almost redwood-like tree. Why are the shadows bugging? It's also the texture pack. We just, the resource pack. I could try the other one, but I kind of like the other one. Kind of, we can try it. Nope, not that. This one, the lighting is kind of strong, but I think it's less buggy with the shadow. I think that's just because I'm holding a torch. I think the lighting's less buggy. As much as it can be. Alright, we'll try with this one. We'll see if that works out. Second option for Danny. That's how it's spelled. The very bestest of friends. Okay. I want to try and place these in a way that seems man-made. Because, you know, you've been into forests, right? Where they, like, have man-made forests and it just looks spooky. It doesn't look right. There's things that are like, you are too perfect. See this right here? That would have been too perfect if I placed those right there. Maybe we can circumvent it, and also, these are in line, which is concerning. You don't want those in line. No straight lines in nature. Okay, and I think we'll try and build another super tall tree. If you do not grow big, tall, and strong, I will feel cheated out of my special tree. Behold the glare of eternal light. Exactly. It's so bright. How am I supposed to do a wield? This doesn't feel right. Okay. See, we're innovating here. We're not building right on top of our pillar. Ooh, almost villainous. What did you do to earn your title? How did you become almost villainous? Did they stop at the last second? Did you have like a rethought of the morals of which you work upon? Anti-hero? I already have the trees in my pocket. I think it's so funny that the thumbnail I made shows the real reality of trees, which is that they're freaking heavy. But like, I had at 64 plus 50, I had so many trees in my pocket. It's like what? 114, yeah, I had like 114 trees in my pocket. Ooh. Nice, nice. You guys better grow big. I'm expecting big things from you. big trees. Imagine having 114 in your trees in your pocket in real life. Exactly! See, my Minecraft persona is so strong, it's almost unreal. Hello, sir. You're very tall, but also bushy. I appreciate that about you. We need more guys like you. Who doesn't have 114 trees in your pocket? Of course! You know, I don't know why I was being so silly, stating that it was unusual. Oh, hey! That is not Danny. That is Dasha. Oh, exciting. They're gonna grow up to be so big and beautiful with full of podzol. You're gonna grow a bunch of podzol, right? Yeah? Grow the podzol. Expand. Any of you who don't become podzol will become moss. It is decreed. You know, that's probably for the best. Yeah, that's my friend Dasha. They're also on the server, but they're also like a million blocks away. So you'll never see them. Unless they come for a spontaneous visit, then you might see them. Yelling at the grass. Hey, it's what you do. You gotta bully the grass into submission because it's taken over too much of our lives. My plan is to have as little grass as possible in my yard when I have a house. It's a good plan, a great plan even. I know, right? I love it. It just adds a bunch of ambiance that's really needed in the game sometimes. How did grass come to cover everything? Oh, okay, so you want to hear my grass rant? I have a fantastic grass rant put into place. So, do you want to hear about how grass became just a part of everything? I think you do, because you did ask. Yes? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so, imagine you're in ye old times of 1600s. You've crossed across the great Atlantic, and you're so hungry, and you are ready to finally be off of the sea. And you come across land. It's like similar, but nothing like you've ever seen before. It's great. Except for the fact that you want to grow cattle here, and the cattle, they've like eaten the ground cover, but they're not really eating. They don't have a good food source. So then they bring grass over from Europe to feed the cattle instead of, figuring out what kind of animals they could eat in the place they're in. No, they want familiarity and comfort. So they bring the food to the cattle. And it's great until we're infected by the idea that French aristocrats, they have rolling hills of large swaths of grass that's perfectly maintained. And it's great. Except for the fact that the rich do it because they have people who work really hard to maintain the grass for them. This is not a middle-class standard, nor a lower-class standard. This is for the ultra-rich. And then this is utilized by, I think it's Thomas Jefferson? Yeah, I think it's Thomas Jefferson. He's like, oh my gosh, they have such pretty houses, I need to utilize that. So then he does it, and then it becomes an American standard because a US president put it in the White House area. So then there's that. And then it becomes like a standard of beauty in the 1940s after the discovery of fertilizers after World War II. Don't mind that, that's just me needing to water my plants. Anyway, After this discovery of different chemicals and fertilizers from World War II, then it was almost obtainable to have a grass lawn. And then there was patents for lawnmowers and sprinklers and irrigation, and they wanted something quick, simple, that they could put down in the levee towns to make it look nice. And what looks nice and can somewhat be cheap if you aren't too worried about the longevity? Grass. So then they put grass everywhere, and it becomes part of the American dream. Because it's part of the American dream, everyone wants it. And then suddenly you have maps where you take NASA's satellite imagery, where everywhere in the US where there is human population, there's also a higher density of grass. Kentucky bluegrass, not even from Kentucky. So, consider, if you have any at all influence about what you can put in your yard, consider finding some native plants and species that you can put into your yard, because the grass wastes water, it is over-fertilized. Homeowners and the general home populace use more fertilizers than farmers do, like commercial corn growers. But it's our largest agricultural crop that we don't eat. It's just there to look pretty. And then it's being put into places that shouldn't have grass. Like, I should not be seeing grass in New Mexico. But I'm seeing grass in New Mexico. Granted, it's not everywhere, but there's still areas on the map where grass should not be. Because the grass needs a lot of water because it's from Europe. It's not meant to last in like desert like heat. They need water. So then using your limited water reserves on watering a useless plant, they have like a program in I can't remember exactly which state, but they have a program in some of the West Coast southern states where if you plant a rock garden, you've got to be kidding me. Why didn't you get tall? Why did you do that? That's literally one of the shortest options you could have had as a 4. We're fine. We're so fine. No, see, I know it seems like I'm crazy about the grass, and like I'm making it seem like it's a bigger issue than it is, but one of the reason why I'm so concerned about the grass is because we're wasting water on it, we're using fertilizers, which is getting leached into surrounding environments that don't need them, and it's causing algae blooms. And then also, the local biodiversity of animals and species has dropped because it's essentially grass is a food desert to plants, to animals and bugs and anything. It's fine if it's used in small doses because it is nice to walk on and it's durable and it lasts, but we should be utilizing more native plants in our landscaping so that we can provide back to the environment. Because if we keep doing this, then we're just going to have more species of animals and bugs and whatnot that just go extinct. Yeah, so it's not to villainize the people who utilize grass lawns, because it is very standardized and it's not thought upon to do something different, because doing something different in spite of other people can be very difficult, especially if you have an HOA who is very determined to keep the status quo going. So it's not to villainize people who utilize grass lawns, it's just to make them aware that other options exist that might be easier and cheaper to maintain than a grass lawn. Because you know how expensive it is to maintain a grass lawn? Stupid expensive for what it is. There's like so many downsides to having one. So I just want people to be aware of that, and then, I don't know, come up with an alternate option that works better for their lifestyle. Because I don't know, some people enjoy mowing their lawn, but other people absolutely hate the chore. And it's something we completely made up. There's other things we can do. Also does come down to capitalism, because there's a big grass economy where people take care of grass and mow the lawn and tools to maintain a lawn. There's a big industry around it now. So if you were to suddenly get rid of it, they'd be highly incentivized to try and keep it there. I think I put more wood in here. Yes, I did. See, I mined the wood, and now I'm gonna put it back into the environment. So silly. But why are there trees in the air? See, I wanted taller trees, because I wanted to have... I didn't want them all to be the same height. I wanted to give them a little bit of variety, so then it's not just a giant mass. It's like a stand of trees. What we're gonna do from... Oh. That wasn't Ponsel before. Exciting. Essentially, the dirt is there to artificially heighten the tree, so that I can then build up the base without having to build up the leaves. Oh, unfortunate. Okay. Fill this up with water. We can practice my bucket clutch. I think I'm pretty good at it, but you know, there's always room for improvement. I mean, if you want to hear other rants that I have, I could also talk about my hatred of the current design of pickup trucks. If you want to hear that rant. But I won't do it unless you ask, because depending on the people watching, this may or may not be a good conversation topic. Yes. Alright, you've asked for it. Okay, current pickup trucks are stupid. Hold on, let me bucket clutch this and then I'll tell you about the pickup trucks. Well, never mind. We're not doing that. Okay. So, current pickup trucks are stupid. Because they're not even doing the job they were originally out to do. They were supposed to be a workman's vehicle. Workman's vehicle that was there to do a job. And that's very helpful if it's lower to the ground, has a big bed, and generally tough. And it's not like that anymore. They added a crew cabin to try and make it more of a family vehicle. So that automatically shortened the bed a little bit. And then the car has just gotten really big for some reason. Like the front, if you see the front, it's way too big. And it's square, and you can't see over the edge. I don't know if you've ever seen the image where there's like a line of children sitting in front of the truck, and it's only until they're like way, like at least a car length and a half in front of the truck that the first kid's able to be seen. And they also did a similar test where they just had the children standing in front of it, and it was still way too many children standing in front of the car before they were actually seen. Pedestrian death has gone up because we have taller vehicles. Not to mention the fuel mileage economy. These trucks are not bought with efficiency in mind. They're getting, I call them gas guzzlers, because they have a ridiculous fuel mileage. Like, they can hold more gas than my car can, but I'm pretty sure I fill up my car less than they do, because they're just not efficient with it. So because they're taller and we're now using LED lights, the lights are now they're higher. So then they're more likely to be in someone's eyes. I was looking for an old chest. That doesn't exist anymore. so it's now higher and in your eyes, and it's dumb. It's especially annoying for me because I have astigmatism. So light looks like starbursts. And so bright white light starburst, it's not a great combo. Also, most people aren't even using it for the purpose that they're supposed to be using it for. They're just using it as a vehicle to make grocery store runs with or go to their white collar job. They're not even using it for the original use of a truck anymore. Also, they're spending like $70,000 on a truck? That's insane. Who has that money to spend on a vehicle? Not me. And I feel like, at least in some of the research I've done, they also don't have the means of which to do it, and they're just getting the cars on credit. And getting a ridiculously expensive car, I don't care if it's a truck or a car, if you're getting a car that is like ridiculously out of your price range, that is bad monetary management. $70K on a truck, yeah. I also have an issue with the current size of SUVs and just the design of cars overall, because they're very boring right now, let's be honest. But are you wondering why I have such a ridiculous, so many rants about things? It's, I don't know. I also have a rant about plastic. I have rants about a lot of things. Oh. You're not allowed to go in the hole. Hole's not allowed. Better be careful with putting down this moss too close to the... Yeah. Almost wasn't a disaster. I just want little spots of moss. I named the dent on my mom's old truck. His name was Terry. I miss Terry. Height in the truck was a good truck. I'm glad he was a good truck. Cars work best when they work for you, and my issue with current cars, it doesn't seem to work the best. Like, there could be better options for people to choose. I don't know. I'm also a big advocator for doing things that's as least environmentally impactful as possible within your means. I know it's not entirely possible to be completely free from anything that would pollute the environment, because a lot of the world is not built in that manner. Like, even I'm trying my best to avoid using plastics. I cannot avoid all plastic usage, because in our current day and age, it is not possible. So as much as I would love to be completely 100% plastic free, that is not possible. In the current day and age, I hope at some point in our future we'll be able to ban, at the very least, single-use plastics, because single-use plastics is like the worst way to use the material. We've got this great, strong material that is long-lasting, very durable, and I think because the government subsidizes it, cheap to produce. And because it's cheap to produce, we use it for things like food baggies, like Ziplocs. That, like, it's like a one-and-done usage. And for a product that's so long-lasting, we should be using it with more long-lasting things. Like, it's fine, I think it's fine to use it for chairs or things that you're gonna keep for a while, but like single-use plastics, I can't. exactly. Low-key feels like you're just nitpicking. Me or someone else in the comments? I understand if it feels like I'm nitpicking a lot of the stuff. I have accumulated this knowledge over years, so it's definitely a lot to rant at one point. Do we like this? We definitely have varying heights, and I did get a couple taller ones in the back, which is good. You, of course. Okay, fair enough. At one point, did I sound nitpicky? Because I want to make sure that when I'm talking about this stuff, it's something that's palatable and not polarizing. Yeah, I think that's the word I want to go for. Yeah, I don't want to be polarizing to people, because if you want to convince people to at least consider your idea of thought, you can't make fun of them, and you can't judge them for doing something. Because doing so will just make it where they're more likely to fight you, because no one likes being criticized. I think I am out of saplings. So if I want to get more, I'll probably need to go on another trip to get some. Because I could chop down a couple of these trees, but then it's kind of counterproductive to what we're doing here. Might need to go on a trip. Unfortunately, I do not have a rocket ship. Alright, my friend wants me to not sleep the night away. So I don't want to do a trip now, because that will be... I think that would be disastrous, honestly. Well, in the meantime, we could collect some flowers. Decorate the area. Yes, I do have some shears on me. Where's the nearest tundra biome? Pretty close, honestly. I think it's like less than 150 blocks away. Not too far. If you're wondering why I'm collecting the grass, I want to put it in the biome. Bone meal does not work on podzol, so we need to collect this separately and then place it. This area was a bit too dense. Mostly because I wanted to walk in it. Okay. Ooh! We got a lot more grass than I thought we did. That's good. That'll make things easier. Danny's gonna come on and be like, I see the biome has expanded. Needs more firefly plants in here now that we have more of the trees developed. I kind of like this misty effect that we've got going on. That's pretty nice. I'm physically stopping myself anytime I see the day, the time of the lighting. Just being like, Should sleep. No, we shouldn't. I've got someone expecting that I don't. What are they gonna do with that zombie? What are you going to do with the zombie? Oh, there's a spider over there. I think I need to work on getting that fortune pickaxe, because I think I need to get some glowstone. Torches work well, and lanterns are nice. I guess technically I could light up the area with torches and it would be fine. Torture it with barely attainable food. Of course! I forgot they were on their villager torturing arc. This is going to sound dumb, but you and the fireflies are giving the same vibe. I might need a little bit more elaboration on that, Bill. Just so I can clearly understand what's going through your head. Aw. Oh no. I forget every time. Apparently, Danny downloaded that mod to be happening occasionally. And see, it's not occasional, it's every single time. Every single time. Okay, this is moss right here. So if we... That's not moss. That is moss. Go away. You're a nuisance on society. Thank you. Chat, how do fireflies make you feel? How does Alyssa make you feel? Promise at all. Okay, so we're going to place a torch in the hole and then cover it with... There we go. Then we can have lighting without having an ugly torch. Also, I swear I heard another drowned. I would not be surprised. We are near a crevice. Good. Thank you, Aunt. No, not in the hole. That's where the torch goes. I feel like I'm being paranoid. It's just a chicken. There's nothing out to get you. There's just squid out there. Nothing will hurt you. I think we need it. There's a torch there. What we need. Why is there a random sand block? You do not fit the vibe, sir. Not a vibe. Okay. We need... What do we need? We need something. We need iron. Iron is not in there. Iron is over here. How dangerous I made the forest. I need more moss carpet. It's amazing how quickly you can run out of space. Do you have the zombie yet? I am realizing how badly this is. Good, we can sleep now. It is too darn dark outside. There's too many guys. This guy in the back of the treehouse. Granted, we didn't really have any spawn issues, so I don't think it'll be the biggest deal, but I just want to make sure our bases are covered. And then we could have some lanterns on the bridge. Zombie. Okay, good. Might need some more lanterns. Yeah, I should complete the look. Need more moss carpets. Why are there so many spiders in the forest? There's entirely too many in there. I do wish the recipe for... Oh, I made a lot more than I was planning. Oops. Whatever. We'll always have use for lanterns. This is fine. We're all good. There's no excess here. No, why would you say that? I don't have a problem, you do. Alright, run. Hello there, Russell Leaf. Hello, Z Sullivan. Ask what specifically? I guess you can ask. I can't guarantee an answer, though. Your guys' days have been good. Don't look at me like that. Which is nice, because it's in the middle. Yeah, I could have one in here too. Where else should I place them? I should probably have one over here. I'll have to see this at night to see if this is... You're free now. We probably need one over here. How did you escape? How did he escape? I was wondering about about the wild year short clip in the context of what happened this year and last year, if you're okay with that. Essentially it was just family members dying. One of them more unexpected than the other. I mean, I won't go into details about that, but that's essentially what it meant. Death as in death in the family. I think I need to do an inventory purge. I have too much in my inventory. There we go. Now I have space in my pockets again. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I forgot to put the poppies and dandelions down. They're not much, but they're nice. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I mean, this is not the first time I've had death happen in my family. Would it be kind of bad to say that I'm kind of jaded to it at this point? I don't know, it feels strange to me that some families, their first death they experience is their grandparent, and that happens in like their 20s. And if I were to, I don't know, if I were to count, it'd be like more than 5 people in my life. So it's not a foreign concept to me, so I'm doing alright. Where did the mobs go? Did they just disappear when I went over to the... I guess they just disappeared. Turns out, all you need to do to solve your problems is just go to the farm. Do I have any more floating trees to reconcile? Did I do all of them already? I might have done them all already. No, I have not. That guy is a disappointment. I've also realized I maybe planted my trees a bit too close. I need you. Come back. I need you. Thank you. Okay. Maybe I did. I don't even know if you're gonna grow. Okay. I can never focus on one thing once, so I'm watching your stream and reading the Transformer comics at the same time. Fair enough. Sometimes I'll work and listen to some YouTube documentaries. Not do this smartly. Let's do this the more efficient way. That way we only have to drop down once. Sir, get in line. Well, that wasn't great. Now I have to mine him and then fix it. And you're not making sense. Are you just like lost on things to say, so now you're just welcoming people and yourself to the stream? Is that what's going on? Yeah, are you trying to get higher up on the leaderboards for the comments? Is that what you're doing? You're already the highest person on here. You don't need to worry about it. Alright. Not sure what to do with that area. So we'll just ignore it for now. I'm sure I'll come up with something. Yeah. Another strip of beach. I think that would be fun. And then we can continue the biome maybe right here? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We'll get it started right now. Grow. I don't know, I'm trying to get the remarkable plant. I don't know what's going on with that sentence. Max is gonna die. Yeah. At least he had the dignity to do it after I cut the tree. I don't even know what I'm doing in here. I think I wanted to put away some things, but I'm not quite sure. I think I spelled it wrong. I think he spelled multiple things wrong, honestly, but I'm not quite sure which ones you're concerned about, so we'll just go on as is. Question is, should I turn this area into a beach, or should I keep this dirt? Because there is the farm here, and I think it would be slightly weird if I had a farm here, and then I turned the rest of it into a beach. That would be kind of weird, so we're not going to do that. Okay. I don't have a lot of sand, so we might very quickly run out of that. I think there is some in the basement, though. We do have a little space to utilize. At the edge of the biome here, and then go from there. And what the heck? Now you're just stealing my words. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Gay robots. Intriguing. So the only annoyance with expanding beach is the fact that you have to deal with water, because, you know, it's a beach. I've been saying that word too much. It's not sounding like a word anymore. I don't know how else to refer. It's big, flat, sandy area. See, it's not the same. See, I can't even make the joke right. That chicken's mocking me. I can just see it in his eyes. You can see it, right? He's mocking me. Yes, they cool. I saw some people on Pinterest thinking tailgate is a child, and I really hope he's adult, because I think he's canonically married. Well, there are children who are married. It's not a great situation. But it's not entirely improbable. But sure, for the morality of things, I do hope. I have no idea what you're talking about. But I hope that whatever you're saying is what you want it to be. Alright, I'm going to turn on the light real quick and then blow my nose. I will be right back. So do you think we scared people off with the dare anyone to explain the entire 2005 ID1 continuity in 200 characters or less. I'm sorry, if your thing has 200 characters and you can't explain the show without those 200 characters, you need to dial it back a bit. What? Why are there so many characters? That's entirely too many characters. How can you even know 200 characters? Why? That's because of the hollow matter avatar, right? I don't even know what you're talking about. I'll let you guys have this one. I'm lost, but that's okay, because you seem to be having fun. Dang. Okay, where's the nearest crafting table? Wait a second, I have a second shovel in my inventory. I was about to be so silly. I didn't need to make more, I just needed to utilize what I had. So do you think we scared people off with the grass and pick up truck rant? I feel like we might have. I had a lot of people reacting to what they wanted to see me stream. I think a lot of new people. I scared them off. My mom shuts off the Wi-Fi at 10. By time I think I'll miss the end of the stream. Aw. I mean, that makes sense. Especially if you have things to be doing in the morning. It's good to have limits. You can always catch up on the stream later. I always keep them up. Either in my stream playlist or just in streams in general. It'll be pretty easy to find. It's the latest one. I don't have that many streams either, so I don't think you'd get too lost looking for any particular stream. Grass and trucks. I'm glad you enjoyed I don't know if you enjoyed my rant about grass and trucks then, because I kinda dissed on their existence, but hopefully you enjoyed the information? Maybe? I don't know. It might have been upsetting, which I understand. A lot of things in this world are upsetting. I enjoyed the rant. I'm glad you enjoyed the rant, because I went off the deep end for a second there. Oh, it's okay, we have more. I'm gonna need to go resource gathering again at some point. Probably not on stream. You could probably avoid doing that on stream. At least sand and dirt. Sand and dirt's not the most exciting thing to grab, but I don't know. We'll see. Might be something to do. Wondering if we want to continue working on the biome. Bridge over there, because it's kind of inconvenient at the moment. Getting over to the barn. And I've been going over there, I don't know, a decent amount. So I feel like I need a bridge to make it easier. Maybe we can have a simple stone jump path. Something that's, I don't know. I just don't want to mess with. You know how many trapdoors I had to make for this? It was a lot of trapdoors, and I had to alternate them because that's what I started with. So then I had to finish it like that. 40% of your audience went back to hauling sod in their F-150 after they realized they weren't welcome here. I mean, if they're watching my content, I don't know what they're doing here, because as far as I'm aware, the pavement princesses who own the really souped up, lifted Dodge Ram trucks wouldn't watch Hermitcraft, and that's where I get a lot of my audience from, so I'm not quite sure where I'd pick them up from. Or why they would be here. I won't judge them if they want to be here, but like, I'd be a little confused how they got here is all. Everything's just breaking around me. Probably because I keep using iron tools that are unenchanted. Should probably fix that. Aw. Well, let's go check the basement to see if I have any more sand. You'd be surprised how much sand you can use, or dirt, or any material covering something. The area doesn't seem that big until you try and start filling it. It's like creeper holes. You end up using almost a stack of dirt to fill in a creeper hole. Wrong chest. Wrong chest. Wrong chest. No. Where's the dirt and the sand? I need the sand. It's kind of sad that I'm emptying the chest. Just in the sense I'll have to grab more. G-World Gate is probably my favorite gay robot ever. And I've read that part of Oh! You're still talking about Transformers. Why did I forget you were talking about Transformers? That makes only slightly more sense. Sugar cane, sand, sugar sand. Oh, you know what's so annoying? What specifically was doing it? What was Facebook. For a cursed reason, I was on Facebook. Actually, the reason wasn't cursed, but I was on Facebook, which is already a bad place to be. Anyway, I was trying to have my usual thing and use emoticons. But like, not emojis, just like with characters, just with whatever's on your keyboard, because some of like the smile face emoji and the smile face emoticon have entirely different vibes, and a lot of the times I'm not feeling the vibes of the emoji. The emoticon is much more my vibe. So I was trying to type that into a Facebook post. Absolutely not having it. Would not let me. Every time, it would just turn into a smiley face. It didn't even give me a warning, it just assumed. Ah, yeah, this is what you want to use. And I don't know. I'm sure there's a setting somewhere that I could use to change it. But I don't use Facebook enough to care. I was just annoyed in the moment. Honestly, that butterfly emoticon kind of looks like a spider. You get the idea. It just has a different vibe. Oh, I win. Did I just turn? Okay. I don't know what I did there. Oh! I think I almost turned something into a path block, and then the water came in, and destroyed it. How bizarre. There it is again. Not necessary, fellow. How much sand do I have left? I have a couple stacks. I could continue on. I'll get to you in a bit. You're safe for now. I forgot I had sand in my offhand. It's okay. We realized in time. I had to build this canal because originally this wasn't here. Stop trying to become a path. You're not a path. You're sand. Oh, it's because I was out of sand. I don't know if this method is more efficient or less efficient. It's all just turning to path. You're not path. You're sand. This shovel's gonna die quicker because I keep accidentally making paths. Not a bug. It feels like a bug, but it's a feature. A creature feature. A feature. A feature's a creature. I feel like we need to check in on Dasha. I've been quiet for a bit. How is the villager sacrifice going? But Transformers is like matchbook cars with Greek mythology. What a sentence! I've never heard those words be matched up together before. Pretty good they're quaking. Lovely. It's all a part of the process. My friend Dasha just likes collecting stuff and like they're not making the villager trading hall for any specific purpose. They're making it just to do it. Like the thing most people hate doing it, they're doing it because that's what they're finding fun in the moment. And I'm glad they're finding it fun in the moment. I guess I love my sacrifices. Hashtag my sacrifices. I don't think would accept that tag. Oh, silly. And I love intense lore. It's fine. I'll find a way around it. Fantastic. Love that for them. Hashtag my cybersecurity. Is that how that works? You're supposed to be pod soul. Beautiful pod soul. Why are you doing this? Please. You're in friends with people in the fandom. Do you know what happened to the first hermit? I mean, do you mean the guy who started the server? There's a couple videos on it. Essentially, I think he just didn't want to do it, or there was something deeper going on with it, but essentially, he didn't want to continue with it anymore. So then, I'm pretty sure it was... Why can't I remember his name right now? I know who I'm talking about. Current admin of the server, who's kind of co-adminning with other people. Yeah, essentially he just wanted to continue on the server so that they could keep doing. This is not the best explanation. There are way better people who can explain it. I watched that video a little bit too far ago to explain it to you. I've never seen Hermitcraft. Hold on. I am expanding. That's explaining. Expanding. Biome. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Never seen Hermitcraft. What did I have to say to that? I think I had something to say with that. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with anything. How old are you, Alyssa? I am 23. And I am going to be the only one stating their age in chat. You are not going to reciprocate, because that's not what we're doing. I don't know which one of you is a minor and which isn't, and we're not gonna play a game of guess who. That is your information, and you're keeping it to yourself. I need food. Him, B-O-O, and someone I can't remember. Makes sense. And also, I don't think I'm picking up any of this wheat. Get out of my inventory, seeds. I need food. Missed you. Okay. Let's sleep, and then we can eat. There we go. Food. Fantastic. I enjoy rocks. My favorite are watermelon, tourmaline, and moss tree agate. Ooh, those are pretty good rocks. I like emerald, because it's green. Alright, we need to do another purge of the inventory. Good news, we have more dirt. Bad news, I'm out of space in my inventory. If only sand was this self-replenishing. That, because it's already broken, and then we can replant this and continue on with planting the sand. Planting the sand. Putting down sand. Yes. Sand. Let's take this off out of my hotbar so offhand so we don't accidentally place down sand. Because I don't want to grab a hoe. This was supposed to be a quick venture. I'm not doing too much farming. Good night, Remarkable. Sleep well. Don't let the aphids bite. Alright. Back to the sand. I heard a rumor you can tell if a chatter is a live streamer. We don't need to explore that topic too further. It's none of my business, really. It was such a great idea, and then I start making paths. Also, I need to flatten out the ground underneath, because sand will not go down here, and I have a limited amount. Oh, you know what makes me sad? What do you have? Nothing good on it. Oh, actually, that's not half bad. I have a potato farm. 4 baked potatoes for an emerald. What's the limit? You're kind of in my way, though. Now you're in the hole. What saddens Alyssa? I am sad because Milo Murphy's Law does not have a 3rd season. And it left off on such a big cliffhanger, too. They had more plans, things to do. And they just couldn't continue on with it because they didn't get cleared for a 3rd season. Like, I'm glad they were able to... Like, I'm glad Dan keeps getting his shows greenlit. I just kind of wish that he was able to continue on with... I don't know. I greatly enjoy Milo Murphy's Law. Let's plant this water. It's annoying. To have this in my offhand, but I have to switch anyway. You guys are in the way. Yeah, I said it. You're in the way. Can you leave? Vamos? Adios? Go? Please? Please. Leave. There's a village over there that I'm sure you would love to trade with. I'm really... They're just gonna be a nuisance until the end of time, I guess. Shoot him an email and he'll probably email you about the ending. Well, I mean, it would be nice to know the ending, but, like, I want to see it fully fleshed out in his vision, you know? It's like one thing to be able to read the ending, it's another to actually experience it. Though it would be really cool, because one of the things I've been working on recently is a pitch Bible for an animated show. For when it rains. Sorry, I accidentally pressed C. We zoomed in real quick there. Don't worry. It's gone now. It can't hurt you. Anyway, I've been working on a pitch Bible, and it'd be really cool after I get it to a good enough state to have someone review it. Like, it would be really cool if he could look it over, because he's pitched multiple shows at this point. If anyone has good experience with pitching a show and getting it picked up, it's him. It'd be super cool. I honestly have most of the stuff that I need to be able to pitch my show. Like, I have the content I need. It's just, I need to put it in a format that's viewable and presentable. Present it in a presentable way. I'm so good at words today. No idea if you'd actually be admissible to reviewing. I'm out of sand. That's really sad, guys. And you're not even selling sand. Not that I would buy it, but you know. It's just another thing to add on to the sadness. No? I kind of want to get a closer look, because the other one made it clear. Kind of. And this one seems to be more just lighting effects kind of thing. Oh. It's kind of mesmerizing. Yeah, this one doesn't have depth to it. It's still a 3D PNG. But I still have clipping with the blocks, which is odd. Does this need to become sand too? How much do I need to turn to sand? I do like the clouds better in this shader pack. Situation with your current job? Well, I'm currently working on a mural project. So that's fun. I just finished a picture book, and it's actually for print now. If you guys want to buy it, if you want to see a book made by me, it's available on Amazon. It's called Along for the Ride. You don't have to if you don't want to. No pressure whatsoever if you do not have money to spend on a picture book. Entirely understandable. Yeah, it's just dirt. But yeah, that's what I've been working on, a picture book called Along for the Ride. I should actually be able to update my, I can update my Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators website now. Maybe I'll get another job from that. Also working on a children's workbook. Small stuff that I'm doing. But it's definitely not a... It's not something I could sustain myself on long term. So I definitely need to get more jobs. It takes time to build up a client base, especially if you're starting from scratch. So it's just something I'll have to build slowly over time. In the meantime, I'm hoping to get a corporate job at some point. I keep applying to them. Hopefully one of them will reply to me at some point. With like an actual interview and not just a, oh, we're sorry. And actually the good ones are the ones that tell you no. The bad ones are the ones that just ghost you. Hello, sheep! Welcome to the stream. We are currently building a biome. Well, progress on that's kind of slowed, just because I ran out of sand. Sand is kind of important for this, so I might need to go on an adventure to get more sand. Where was I collecting sand again? Because I know where I was collecting dirt. Sand's a little bit different, though. I think it was also a similar area. Okay, let's purge our inventory and then go on an adventure for sand. There you go, Ant. That's a good usage of those words. Right when someone joins the stream. Not 30 minutes in. I have so many seeds. I need to There's entirely too many seeds in here. We need to purge some of them at some point. That's not now, but at some point. That's a drop, so we'll do that somewhere else. Ooh, there's 7 poppies in here. Good to know, good to know. Be a surprise tool for later. Dirt used to live here, and now it lives here again. I want that shovel, actually. Wood can go here. Need that, because we're gonna make a ridiculous amount of shovels. And by ridiculous, I mean 2 more. Oh, we can put the lanterns away. Where do lanterns go? Nice. I'm just strip mining in my world right now, so for some mats. Mats. Okay. I don't quite understand what you mean by mats. Is that a typo? Okay. There you go. There's the valuables. I guess we'll put the lanterns here because I'm not quite sure where else to put them. And I already have water bottles in here. So it doesn't seem to be that much of a stretch. Oh, I did have a hoe in my inventory. No longer, but I did have one. We'll keep the one there just in case. You should put a chest in the boat. That would be a fantastic idea. I have a wood in my inventory already. We don't need to grab more. Let's put a chest in the boat. Yeah, then we can grab even more sand. Great ideas. Materials, sorry, well, it's basically short for... Ah, I see. Okay. That makes more sense. I'm caught up now. Are you looking for something specific, or do you just need a bunch of cobblestone? Oh, so what are you building? Because if you need materials, then you're building something. I bet it's going to be fun. Somehow, I think I need to do this in the... Not... I think this needs to... You need to be combined together in a different way. Yeah. 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 We're going. I should have grabbed a bed. That's okay. I think that's where I was grabbing my sand before. Just decimating the local environment. Is there another place I could grab sand? Granted, the render distance will never be high enough for me to see this area, but I'd like to pretend I'm keeping the local areas nice. Oh, who am I kidding? We're not keeping the local areas nice. I'll need to find a desert at some point. Guess I'll need to go mining for a bunch of diamonds. Or just go on an adventure to go look. If you're wondering what diamonds has to do with finding a desert, I essentially made it where I can't look at seed maps myself. I have to pay a cartographer, aka one of my friends, to look at the seed map to give me a location. Because I utilized a seed map to find the Stony Peaks. And it was great, except I felt like I was cheating, and it didn't feel fun to be cheating. I guess it's not technically cheating if it's like just something you can do and it's rather easy, but I don't know, it just was messing with me. So I need to make an in-lore reason for me to be able to use some of the cheats that are available. Because I don't want to undermine my own efforts by essentially... To me, it feels like it's cheapening. For other people, it's different. It's just a different experience on what you find most fulfilling. I find it most fulfilling to just do everything as it was intended in survival mode. I know some people feel differently, which is completely fine. I'm getting some cobbled deep slate for my house build because I'm working on. It's just gonna be a small cozy house, honestly. Hey, a small cozy house is nice. You don't need to be as insane as me and start building a biome because the spawn wasn't very exciting. Spawn was not exciting. Also, kudos to you to mining cobbled deep slate. That's so painful. Granted, the last time I mined cobbled deep slate, it was with a stone pickaxe, so it was even more painful than it usually is. But hey, I have on good authority that even with the best mining tools, getting cobbled deep slate is like the worst material to get, besides maybe obsidian. What are you... I think I missed where you were saying that, and might need to include a little bit more context. Just checking to see how much sand we have, and when I need to start dumping it into the chest over there. I think we'll just leave when all of my shovels run out. Which should give us a little bit less than 1,000 blocks to work with. Hopefully that's enough. It probably won't be, but oh, you know. Something good. How many stacks of blocks would you need to get in order to have 1,000 sand blocks? 64 times 10 is 640. So then 64 times 5 would be less than that. So then it would be about 16 stacks, I guess. You need 16 stacks of blocks to get 1,000. Around that, anyway. Yeah, it sucks, honestly, but I gotta keep going. I have netherite pickaxe, so it should be a little bit easier. Do you have, like, efficiency on that thing? Because I feel like efficiency is needed. Yeah, that's right. Fantastic! Alyssa's winning with, mental math today. Silly how sometimes you can think you're really bad at something until you like take a step back into what you're doing and look at how other people are performing and then realize, oh wait, you're not actually as bad at it as you think you are. I'm talking specifically about just math in general. I wouldn't call myself a math wizard, but apparently I do better than the average person with it, which seems insane to me because granted, my perception on it is very skewed because I was always in a honors math class, and I was never one of the top students in that. But then going to a normal level math class, and then some of the stuff we were doing, I was genuinely baffled why people were struggling, and I had no idea why they were struggling. I don't know, it's just a different perception on different people's abilities. Nothing against them, because we have all different strengths. It's just weird to think about how you can get into your head so much with how good you are at something, and then get an outside perspective on the exact opposite. It's just odd. Gosh, I wish I had efficiency on this thing. At least I have found some diamonds on the way. Oh my goodness. Yeah, at least you found diamonds. Now you can make an enchantment table. And even like level 1 efficiency would be better than just going at it. Oh. Just going at it make it? No, that's not the right word. What would the right word to be using? What would the correct word to be using? And that's, I can't speak. Efficiency 1 though. You gotta get at least efficiency 1. It doesn't cost that much. You don't even need bookshelves for that one. Just need to spend a little bit of time mining some obsidian, which honestly isn't too bad in consideration that you'd only need 3 pieces versus how many pieces of deep slate you're getting. Mine this in a way that doesn't degrade the local environment, so it still looks nice, even though I've definitely decimated this little sandy area. Raw, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow! We're gonna get nowhere close to 16 stacks. We'll get 13. Maybe slightly more than that. But not much more. Plus, I need to head back over to the house. It's turning night, and I can't trust Dasha to sleep through the night. They're too busy with their villagers. Speaking of, I think maybe I gained an extra stack from that. How many are across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 across? Really? Okay. So then 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. I didn't get much more than 13. That's alright. I'm out of shovels anyway. See, it doesn't look too bad. It's fine. Just transporting the sand to somewhere else. That's all. Okay. Whoop. Almost ran into that. That's fine. Why are you green? Okay. I think I have a setting turned on. Yeah, honestly, I'm taking a break from mining. Time to tend to my farm. That is completely fair. How much cobblestone did you end up getting? Or cobblestone, cobbled deep slate. How much cobbled deep slate did you end up getting? And how much do you need for a cozy house? I would assume cozy house means on the smaller side, but different people have different perceptions of cozy. I need another shovel. It is necessary. A good thing we have an iron farm now. It makes doing projects a lot less painful. I think I need 24 for the house. You're using netherite, and you need 24 cobbled deep slate. Why is it taking so long? Did you find an elder guardian by mistake? I'm so confused. You would be able to mine 24 cobbled deep slate in the time that we're conversing. I guess I'm just confused. I think you'll need to elaborate a little bit more on the state of things. Keep forgetting about the path block. Which is funny because he does not want to be forgotten. Belong there, sir. Not supposed to be. No. Stop it. I found that place with the warden and got very sidetracked on. You went to the deep dark. I don't think you need to get that deep in order to get cobbled deep side. Oh, that's very silly. I mean, it's a very fair distraction. I understand. That makes a bit more sense why you were taking your time with it. Very big distraction on your hands over there. Why is it shelf-like over here? Explain yourself. Why are you built like this? Precious sand, no. That's what dirt is for. Every time. Every time. I'm going to kill those llamas soon if they don't leave. They need to leave. I don't want them here. Oh, this is turning out so cute. I feel like I need to do something with that cave over there. Oh. I swear if there's a lush cave in here, I'm gonna be so upset. What is this? Certain doom. Okay. I've watched enough caving videos on YouTube to understand when is a good time to go in a cave and when isn't. I don't have the proper scuba diving materials to do that. No, sir. Though I think this will be a really cool area for a cove. Very cool indeed. And I managed to get some dripstone. I'll need to find some more, but I have a little bit. So we can get a little bit of some ambiance in here. I'm very scared of caving. I also keep seeing those dumb fake memes about cave diving incidents. What do you mean dumb fake memes? In the sense of the best thing about caving is that you never have to do it? Because caving incidents happen, maybe not very frequently, but they do happen. The best way to not have a caving accident is to never go in one. The second best way to not have a caving accident is to make sure you have the proper training before you go into one. Don't squeeze yourself into holes that you don't know how to get yourself out of. That would just not be safe. There was like a number of videos that I watched where some person was like, I'm gonna squeeze into this little hole. Why? I don't know, it's something to do. And I was so confused. I was like, sir, why did you go in there? Now I understand. It's partly. It's for the sense of discovery and adventure. But also, that was a really tiny hole, sir. One time I was in a cave. I don't know. It was a couple years ago. I don't know. I went to the Mammoth Caves. And unfortunately, the experience was slightly sullied by the fact that there was a man who hadn't showered in a while. So he smelled strongly of BO. And then because we were in an enclosed space, it kind of permeated the area, which was less than ideal. I have my pickaxe on me, because we're starting to reach cobblestone. And send an example link if you want. Well, I mean, if you want to send it in the Discord channel, I can take a look at it. Yeah, there's so much you can do with your life than go down a hole that's named so appropriately. Like, go down a Black Diamond hole, ski hill instead of a similar naming. Much safer. You know, the only unbelievable thing about the biome that I'm building currently is the lack of waves on the water. Having big stretches of flat beach is only believable when you have really big waves crashing onto it. I feel like I need to grab the boat with the chest in it. I'm collecting a lot of dirt at the moment, which is good. Be helpful for later. Not so good in the sense that I'm running out of space in my inventory. This is why we grab 2 shovels, because I'm almost out on this one. Actually, I think I made more than 2. Should have grabbed a bed to bring along with me. There's significantly more clearing on this area. Oh, it would be so exciting to get a beacon. I think that's my only motivation right now of progressing the game, is getting some materials that would help make this go by faster. But also I could just enchant my shovel, and that would do the trick too. Get to the bed before the creepers come. To download a mod that adds caving incidents? That sounds like a terrible idea. need to add some like little tide pool areas. We're just getting the flat basics over here. There's definitely, I'm gonna add more things like rocks and tide pools. Maybe some kelp. Kelp could be interesting. Definitely some buttons on the ground to add ambiance. I distracted myself. We are doing something. We are clearing out dirt. Also, when we were over there, I should have cleared my inventory. That was a mistake. We'll have to run back at some point. I think Danny's going to be very surprised when she comes back on. I think we've gotten a decent amount of progress in today. I want a cave diving incident Minecraft mod. Do you now? You know, that would be an interesting game idea. Cave incident simulator. Where essentially either you're the cave incident or you're just a rescue team of the cave incident, and you need to try and save the unfortunate diver or crawler. You need to save them from mortal peril. Maybe that'll encourage safety with people, because once they simulate the game and they realize how many different ways you can just get stuck. Who's the person who mods Minecraft for the dumbest ideas? Fundy? I'm sure there's a couple people who do it. I think Fundy has done a couple. I don't know if this would be a good Minecraft game, is all. Maybe it would be, because then you would have the first-person view. So then it would feel more immersive. I was thinking more along the lines of like a separate type of game. Just in general, maybe a good game idea. Cave Incident Rescue Simulator. Yeah, like see this right here? This could be a tide pool. Why is there a cave right there? I swear, there's caves dotted all over this place. Troglodyte? I assume you're talking about the person who would mod this kind of thing. And we're not just name calling me Troglodyte. That would be a unique one if you were calling me names now. Gosh, you're such a troglodyte. I feel like I would need to research the actual meaning of troglodyte before I use that in a sentence. Else I could stand to look foolish. That's the person who made the, yeah, I figured. It's just silly. Oh, every time. See, isn't it nice, Shovel, when you don't make paths every time I'm placing sand? Of course, right when I say that. I know we experimented with using sand as a potential wet-looking bit of... How do I even describe this sentence? essentially try and make the sand look wet by using path blocks. I don't know if it was entirely successful though. It'd be nice if we could have wet sand, which is just slightly dark sand that looks wet and slightly shiny. Like real sand. I'll have to keep playing around with it, see if I can find anything that... I need to be careful here. I am destroying the typography, maybe they're not typography, but the shape of this. So I need to... Oh, I'm out of sand. At least in my side hand, anyway. I have so much sand in my inventory right now. One could say we're winning. If I wanted to insult you, I'll play into your insecurities. Let your own words cause the most harm. As any good insult should. You've got feminine hips. Ah, that's the thing I'm most sensitive about. I see that. You have sorted yourself out. You, however, need some help. I need another shovel. Can you imagine? I was doing this with a stone shovel before. Because I didn't have a steady enough supply of iron to justify using iron tools on menial tasks. Insecurities these days are kind of weird, to be honest. What is a headphone waste? I don't even... What does that mean? What do you mean, headphone waste? That one's new. I think they're just making insecurities at this point. They're just like looking at any slightly odd thing on the body, and they're going, that's weird, so that means it's false. And that means you need to be insecure about it, rather than just a little quirk that all humans have, because we're human, and no one's exactly the same. But no, it's something to be shameful about. That's something you need to be insecure about. Hide away. And here's a product that we can fix this made-up insecurity. What the heck? Waste? How many stone shovels did you go through? I don't even want to count, Bill. Bill, we don't need to count that. Generally, I don't even know. Maybe it's if you can wrap headphones around your waist. Wouldn't that insinuate you have a really tiny waist? I thought that was a desirable trait. What? I'm so confused. I'm out of space in my inventory. I'm so confused. Headphone waste. I think I need to search this up now. Just so I stop wondering about it. I'm sure it's stupid, but like, what? I got what you meant, shape. Typos happen. Sometimes you type too quickly. Headphone waste. Meeting. Yes, I'm confused. New trend of putting your headphones around your legs about. I think it's more about the leg rather than the waist, maybe? I don't know. It's just weird internet stuff. just don't matter. And it's okay to not care about them. Welcome back, Aunt. Okay. One more shovel. We'll do one more iron shovel, and I think we'll call it for the night. What am I looking for? I'm looking for sticks. There's no sticks in there. We've checked already. I just need one. I don't need two. One more shovel. Sometimes we need to put down the phone and get some vitamin D, you know? Yeah. Like today, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go eat outside. That sounds like a great way to spend my time. I'll just eat some food, have a lovely time, getting my daily dose of vitamin D, which I don't get all the time. It was nice. Because I needed to do something besides staring at my computer, so I went back outside to eat some apple slices. And it was nice. Just repositioning myself. Probably gonna need to remove that gravel, but I'm not too concerned about it at the moment. So if you're wondering why I'm leaving a little perimeter of grass, I want to avoid the water. So we're going to establish the sand, and then we'll move on to the perimeter once I have a little barrier. I'm going to try and preserve the original coastline shape. That's probably going to be the most natural it looks. Me changing it too much might make it look artificial. I'm going to use the sand to keep in shape. Do you know if it's possible to install a solar cell on a Switch/Switch 2 cartridge? I have no idea. I mean, are you talking about a game cartridge? I'm thinking not, because that's not what's powering the Switch. Also, I don't think it would really have all that much effect, because even if that was how the Switch got powered, that part's not exposed to sunlight. If you're talking for the charging cord, I'm sure there's a way you could charge your Switch with solar power. Depending on where you are, it may not be as efficient as plugging into the grid, but I'm sure you could do it. Thinking on going on a backpacking trip, are we? Not quite the expert on electronics, so you might need to find a different YouTuber who specializes in that to get a more concrete answer on if you can or cannot do that. Recreate Botaki for the... I assume you mean GTA in 2025. Bill, I'm confused. Are you just saying things now? Make the gamers go outside in order to play their games. Oh, is that what you're saying? You need to go outside in order to play. Because you won't have power otherwise. And heaven forbid, it's night outside, or it's just a really dark, stormy day. No indoor gaming day for you. GTA 6. That's what I assumed, but sometimes you can't. Okay, once the shovels runs out, we'll fill the area with sand, and then we'll call it a night. Yeah, okay. I was playing RL Craft for a little bit. I didn't play it too long, but I played it long enough that for a little bit there, I was in the habit of crouching to pick up my items. Because you don't automatically pick up items when you're playing that game. You need to crouch. Which on one end makes sense, on the other end it's really annoying. Is the last of the hole filled? Oh. There we go. I think... Oh. There we go. All the holes filled in. I think that's where we'll call it a night. There's a GTA game with a solar cell on top that needs to be powered in order to beat the game. Intriguing. Interesting. Your statement makes more sense now that I have context. Thank you for giving it. Okay. Maybe it just doesn't look like it did a lot because it's mostly just retexturing things with sand, so the environment doesn't look too different, but I think we did a decent amount. Okay. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I had a lovely time hanging out with you guys. I think we got a decent amount of work done. I will let you know if we are going to be streaming again next week. I'll talk with my cousin, see if she minds if I do streams. And if I'll probably have to keep it to a slightly shorter time frame so I don't mess with her sleep schedule too much. If that is the case, that I can stream while she's here. Anyway, it was very lovely, and I will see you again soon. Alright, goodbye!